Almost done, almost. Okay. Okay. Okay, we should be live on YouTube also. Is the link live? And welcome everybody. Welcome to Top Trading Edge. Okay, so those who can see my screens, okay, I'm gonna go and show you. Let me go to the Twitter. Actually, at Discord, I need to start the Discord. Okay, right there. Live stream, open. Live stream, audio only. For video, please use YouTube channel. So let me bring that YouTube link. Okay, so let me see here. I'm gonna go to these. Bear with me another few seconds. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, unpin. Okay, delete. Okay, all right, and right there. Okay, we are live right there. And share, copy. Okay. Okay, I posted the Discord link where you can see YouTube link right there. I posted there, and just in case if anybody wants to see, okay, I'll just tweet here also. YouTube live link, market prep, Sunday talk. Okay, so I post that link just in case. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to Top Trading Edge. I'll start with the disclaimer. This video and audio is for education purpose only. I do not sell any financial advice here, or not recommending to buy or any sort of stocks or investment. For your financial advice, please consult with your professional financial advisor before making any financial decision. Make sure you guys do your due diligence before you enter into any of the trades. It could be very risky. So today we will start with the market. Okay, so let's see how many things right here. Okay, let me see. No, okay, right there. No. Okay. So we will start with the market, guys. As you can see, first let me go through the lot of things that guys happening on it. And so what exactly happened before I go start with the Bitcoin? Let's start with the SPY. Okay, let's start with the SPY. Exactly what happened on SPY Friday. Oh. So those who joining first time, guys, please, there is a link on my profile. I just tweet. The first tweet is, and where you'll be able to see my screen is very important to understand. If you want to just listen, then sometime I'll be talking about that, some indicators where the supports are, where the resistance are. You will not be able to see what I'm talking. So if you have a if you are only on the phone, I would highly recommend get onto the computer. And if you want to interact with me, then you can use your phone to interact with me through the phone. But if you want to see what I'm talking about, then the best bet is to go get onto the YouTube. This is the link. Twitter link, which is right here, this video, the Twitter video live would be a 2-minute delay. So whatever I'm speaking, you'll be able to get it after 2 minutes. But YouTube is instant live. So first link is instant live. If you can help me to retweet, guys, I would highly appreciate, so other people can join that. So first link, second link, whatever, third link is space link, whichever you can help me to retweet, I would highly appreciate, guys. All right, so let's get going here. What exactly market is happening? So I'm going to start with the first, what exactly market is doing and what exactly happened and what we announced on Friday, right? Last Friday, actually, not even a Friday, we announced way back also. So this was the relief rally right here when the market started. So basically, those who are joining first time, this is how I create my own waves. I do not believe in Elliott waves. I do not believe in many technical indicators. I believe my own things. Excuse me. So as you can see, these are my all the waves I created where this bear trend started, and when we broke the bear trend, we become the bull. And bull was, I was expecting the bull to go around 428, then 425, then 422, but we could not even finish that bear, and the trend broken. As soon as the trend broken, I announced that hey, market could not break the trend, right? Market could not go. The tops are falling, as I mentioned right here. Look, one top, second top, third top, fourth top, fifth top. So I said, okay, let me see how far this goes. Though many people are expecting that market gonna go to 450, 455, 460, and I do not believe in anticipation. I believe in analyzing the whole economy, and that's how I said that no way, Jose, it is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I've been announcing when this one also was happening here. People say market gonna go and touch down to the top for 480. I said nope, it's not going to happen, and see what exactly happened right here too. Anyway, I am not here to prove my point. I'm here to analyze, guys. It's not about just the where the bottom is, where the top is, how the market is. You know, many people believe in Tesla, many people believe in Apple, many people believe in Bitcoin, many people believe in whichever stock you want to believe in. And that's where I'm here to teach you guys. It's not about just believe. Do not create any celebrity. Do not create any celebrity in your mind that this is the Bitcoin, or this is the SPY, or whatever you want to trade, and hold it overnight, hold it long time, because market condition changes. Then what happens? All your profit get washed out, right? That's why I'm here to teach, because my point here to teach those who are trading, those who are long-term holding, whatever the positions are, long-term, short-term, and all. That's how I analyze here, guys. Okay, I'm a pure strategic trader. I'm not a bear, I'm not a bull. I always analyze. Based on that, I become a temporary bull, temporary bear. That's how I go with the wind. So I create my own wind. As you can see, I create my own winds. If the wind goes north, then I go after them. I do not allow myself, I do not create anticipation. Hey, market is going north, let's go. Tomorrow market gonna fly, let's go. Tomorrow market gonna dump, let's go. No, that's not who I am. What I teach here, let the market maker go first, and then I will go third, not the second. I want to go third, and then if I care about 20%, 30%, 40%, whatever market gives me, and that's how I analyze. So how I analyze when Bitcoin was $50,000 and I said 48,000, I say, hey, get out of the Bitcoin gonna go to the downhill, and I announce loud and clear several days, several times, and see what exactly Bitcoin is doing, right? Same thing S&P 500 also. I announce very clearly when we break down this trend, and I said, nope, this is not the support, because everybody was thinking, hey, we're gonna bounce from 453 when it was in January 2022. I said, nope, this is going to go down. And that's how it basically, I analyze a lot of policy. So when the policy changes, it overrules all the technicals, it overrules all financial guys. So I try to analyze the policy. That's what exactly happening in. As you can see here also, look at this. What Morgan Stanley saying is putting recession fears in perspective. They are also talking about, just to give you an idea right here, rising concern about monetary tightening and corporate earnings disappointing, and the risk of recession have been weighing more heavily on investors lately. Okay, so these I will each and everything I will explain. So right now let's get to the point of the technicals. So if I take a look at the technicals right here, as you can see, when 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 days when we were in the 8-day bull run and we broke the trend right here. Once we broke the trend, what happened? Right here, right? And I analyzed right there when we were consolidating here, there was no volume, and I'll show you guys here. So how we announce on my, remember, do not include these, let me see, daily right here. Okay, so look at these green candle, look at these red candle, look at these two, 1 2, right? When we were here, which is June 6th, then June 7th. If you can look at the volume, and if I look at them, draw my trend line about all the way right here, sorry, okay, all the way here, we had nowhere volume nearby even this year. Look at that right here, you see that? So if I start, sorry, I gotta start right here, excuse me, look at the volume right there, lowest volume last 2 days, these, not the these 2 days, this one, when we're in the bull run, when we're in the bull, the volume was, guys, the lowest right here, lowest of the year. Why? Because all the traders were trading and the market maker were trading. There was no buyers in the market. So what happening is, all the, when market maker keep buying, taking market to up, some point they have to sell, because it's Friday coming in and quarter which month coming in, and that's how we announce. That's how I was announcing here, guys, look at this is happening. So we were trading every day, we were trading right here, and that's what exactly happened. Lowest volume of the year, 5 months, right? 5 months volume lowest. So that indicates that, hey, there is no buyer in the market, though there was, we are in the bull run, and that's why we could not break the resistance, which was, I thought we at least gonna try this resistance, then we're gonna finish the W pattern. So let me get rid of the volume, but volumes, you can see, I thought we might try W pattern and then we will be rejected right here, but we could not even try. So these tops are falling. What does it mean? Well, the moment it broke my trend line, every time it has the linear line. That's the rule of physics. Financial physics always does that, and it does. Okay, so what happened is, now what exactly, when I try to read this chart and it tells me, hey, there is something panic going on here. The way things look in here is like somebody press the panic button. How do I feel like that? Look at that, guys. Do you see this kind of activity anywhere into 2022? This activity, this big time breaking the trend and trying to go to the finish line, like faster finish line is right here. Market wants to go and finish the line. That's how I read this chart right now. So what does it mean? Josh is going to finish the why? Because market is in rush right now. What is in rush? All the institutions, they are feeling that, hey, something going to collapse. Why the CPI data came here? CPI data did not came on this date. Remember, Friday CPI data came. CPI data didn't came on Thursday, but market was selling off. Some people, oh no, it was leaking the CPI data. Probably, possibly. I'm not saying no. It could be a possibility, but we all know that the CPI is the biggest elephant in the room, and it's a very, very sticky, where Fed cannot change it. It's very, very difficult to to correct it, and that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit later. So what exactly I want to go through the technical first, so you can understand how am I reading here. So this is the fear in the market. This is the real fear in something going to break. That's how this fear looks like. It's like a waterfall, and look at the gap. You see this S&P 500? Do you see a gap anywhere here in 2022 going down or going up? Anywhere gap like this? We did not even try 50-day moving average resistance also, guys. So this is all market maker. They have no choice but they have to cover their positions, right? So they have to sell whatever they bought. They have to sell now. And that's the quarter which month is coming, this coming week, guys. Okay, 16. So that would be a quarterly month and quarterly quarter which they have to clear their all the bookkeeping and a lot of thing activity they need to clear. That's what's going to happen. So I feel like there's a tremendous pressure down. Maybe market play some dirty games here. We don't know. Because the new week starts, everything starts new week, but there's a fear in the market. That's what I can see right now here. So we're gonna go to the real 30-minute charts and let's take a look at it where exactly we are looking. Right now is 390, but as we all know, futures are down. And let's take a look at the futures. Futures are also, if you take a look at the meaning, futures are, look at the week close 390, and look at this right now. We are already 385, handles are down, market and still pointing down right now. Futures are down, right? And we all discussed that, hey, market is going to go. I feel like that. Why? Because the VIX. So what the VIX was doing and how I would know that VIX, look at this guy, what I was saying here. Remember when 3 days ago, 5 days ago, last week somewhere here, and I mentioned, guys, look at this. I draw here, say, hey, we are testing the floor and the candles are getting squeezed. What is VIX? Is volatility index. Market has a bull run. When market goes up, VIX goes down, right? So look at that, floor was tested. All the floor, when the floor broke, I say, hey, we have a linear line still. This is the trend line is getting support. When we got rejected, then we're gonna break this upwards, and I announced the candles are getting squeezed. Any moment we can bounce from either 23 or right here. We market just bound. Look at the pennant. These pennants getting squeezed, and look at that, bam, boom, right there. And right now VIX is 30. Today is in a pre-market is 30, right? So this is what we announced early, and this is going to happen. So I don't just look at the technicals, guys, okay? I do look at many other parameters, because only one indicator you can wash out. Only financial indicator you use it, you can lose big time. If you lose only technical, you can lose big time. You need to look at the geopolicy. I also see what are things are going around. So we all know oil is going up and up and up, and that is also causing a lot of inflation in the market also, and that's why VIX is now climbing up. So what exactly VIX can do? All right, let's take a look at it, what VIX is doing last history. So we're going to take a look at the history of the VIX. 1998 October, what VIX did, we touched $50 right here in October 98. I can go back to 98. Let's look at the 98. VIX touched $50. July .com bubble, remember 2002, we touched $50, $48 right there. Then October, when we had a subprime, we touched $96 VIX. Then May 2020, we have a sudden market crash. That time was 48. 2011, we had a 448. 2015, we touched 53. Then 2018, which is same. This is the Jerome Powell right here. 2018, we had the market crash. There was no incident here, guys, okay? This is all happened in 2018 was just because the market started doing QT, quantitative tightening, and then the market crash, and then Trump told, I'm gonna fire you, Jerome, and then you stop doing QT, and please wait until the next year, and then 2019, and then we got the COVID, and we never did the QT, and we instead of QT we did that time we had a $4 trillion Fed balance sheet, and we did a $5 trillion. We added a $5 trillion QE, quantitative easing. That is what we did, all the balloon in the market. So 2020, we again pandemic happened, $85 VIX touch, and now what exactly happening is, look at that, what I'm saying here. This is each candle represent 1 month of the work, okay? So VIX is an upward trend. So you think Josh is gonna go here? Well, I can tell you, I can feel like that we're gonna touch here. It's gonna go upward here, and that's what market gonna happen. So whenever the toilet will be flushed, you will see 2000 point, 200 point market can be flushed. That time VIX can pop. You see these VIX can crazy pop, guys. When market has a fear, that can pop, and it can happen in 1 or 2 days. It can pop like crazy, and when that can happen, we will talk about it. So when do you think, George, it can happen? Okay, let's take a look at the let's take a look at it. Indexes, bond market. So I'm gonna take a look at the bond market before I jump in anywhere, so I can show you what exactly happening and why it is happening. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at here. So what is this? This is US Treasury, guys. Okay, this is the US Treasury bond yield market, which is 10-year Treasury. So every time I pulled up, this is 1 month. Each candle represent 1 month of the work. So if you take a look at it right here, I draw the pattern, the trend line. See, this is the downward trend right here. So yield is going down since So 1989, the rate was 9.52. Every time we touch the resistance, we have a market crash. Every time, whenever this happens, whenever we try to touch the resistance, market is always, we have a recession pretty much that time. 1994, 2000.com bubble, 2008, we didn't even touch that. Then 2018, we almost touched. And then 2022, guys, look at what exactly did. I announced this, that we're gonna break this. I announced that we're gonna break in March also. I said we're gonna break. Look, we already broke, and I said it's gonna fly high. Many analysts, they always think, no, yield cannot go like this. Well, you have to look at what we have done to this economy. What we have done to this economy last 40 years, guys. It should, the people who wants to analyze by 10 years and looking at the data, and they say no, never happens like this, because the history look at, oh, yield never goes 3-4%, 5%, 7%, 8% like that, because we were manipulating by the Fed, because they do QE, and they keep buying, and yield can be controlled. Right now, the market, they have no choice, but they have to do QT. When you do QT, you can buy. When you can buy, market will have a free flying mode. So what it will be very difficult. Why? Because inflation rate is 8.6. You are offering interest, the yield. This is yield. So this is not even a Fed rate, guys. Okay, Fed rate has to be above the inflation rate. Remember, Fed rate has to be above the inflation rate. Otherwise, it's a pointless. Those who are holding their bond. How many bonds are holding? $119 trillion worldwide bonds are being holding. They are holding their bond. If the inflation rate is 8.6%, and bond coupon rates are 1% or 1.5% or 2% or 3%, right? Those who are buying now, I'm talking about a new bond, they will, if they buy at 3%, they will not buy. Why? Because they say, hey, look at the inflation is way higher. Why would I buy right now? Because I'm going to lose money. At the end, you are losing the value. So the people, those who are already bought it, they are also losing money right now, because they who gonna buy their junk bond right now at this price, because they think, oh wow, inflation is 8.6. Why would I buy it at this yield? Yeah, right now yield is 3%. So yield is about to fly, and that's what I said. Yield not gonna stop. So many people think, no, the Fed have a put. Fed put can do. You know what is Fed put, right? They have all monetary easy policy can do. Right now they are in a trouble, guys, because we have inflation is way high. If they start doing QE, this is more dangerous for them. They have no choice right now to control the inflation. Forget about whatever they need to bring this $5 trillion they put it into the market. They have to bring that back. $5 trillion they put it in. Right now they just started QT, which is teeny mini. They just started like what, 47 billion a month, which is 30 billion a month plus 17.5. 17.5 will be mortgage-backed security. So that will take a little time, slowly, and they can't do right now. So many people are afraid, oh, Fed can start QE immediately. I said, well, the reason behind is something need to break before they start. That's what I believe in, because they have to right now. Inflation is out of their hand. They don't have anything in their hand. What exactly we are into the right now mode is that inflation, when we pumped the $5 trillion into this economy in 2 years, right? That was outrageous, guys. 2008, when we had that economy, when subprime was the real estate I'm talking about, that time we only pumped up $800 billion. And if you look at all the bank, their balance sheet was super duper pumped up, right? 800 billion. Right now, Fed balance sheet is $9 trillion. How they gonna reduce $9 trillion? Do you know what would happen to them to reduce that $9 trillion, guys? That is the big elephant in the room I've been talking. That's why they are afraid of it. So many people come, oh no, they can still doing QE. No, guys, it doesn't work like that. We are not Japan. So, oh, okay. So you think, that's why I also tweet about it. Hey guys, we look right here. This is the one. This is the chart. You can look at it. This is GDP ratio, because everything is, when you do QE, it's like a free money, right? You can't do free money, guys. You and me, everybody has to go and do the work to produce something, right? And in exchange, we get paid. When we get exchange, we paid. That's how the GDP to debt ratio is. Look at the right now. Our debt ratio is, where US is 133%. Japan, look at in the middle of the center. They never came out of the economy I mean, I would call it recession, what do you call it, but 257%, worse than Sudan, Greece, 257%. So if anybody comes into Jaws, if US can start doing QE, I cannot believe that. Okay, though I know that they have a $2 trillion in the reverse repo market, and they can decrease the coupon reverse repo rate, and then market can pull out the money from there and they put it into equity. That can happen, but right now their goal is they increase the reverse repo rate, so all the money came out of an equity market and went inside the into the Treasury bond as a collateral. That's why last few months it was controlled, the yield was controlled. Now is not. Okay, remember guys, now is not. So why? So we cannot do QE. If anybody comes and Fed put is can come, unless something breaks, guys. Remember, unless something breaks. That's my title. I said something going to break. When would it break? I don't know. We're gonna go every one step at a time, but something going to break. Slowly it will happen. But this time we have a big elephant in the room. Not only one elephant, guys. Not one elephant. We have several elephants in the room, and that elephant need to be somehow we need to take that elephant out. It's not going to be easy. We can't. Can we take the elephant out of the room? No, man. Something's supposed to break. That's what I was talking about. So now this is what I was talking about. Here is the bond. Now, so here we have a bigger problem, guys, and I'll start with China. So China right now, financial market, we know the Evergrande, right, biggest real estate firm in the world, Evergrande. They right now, when they lend, many institutions, they lend the money to them, right? In their exchange, they have the bond. Those bonds are right now is value zero, pretty much. If you ask me, is a zero value, right? Same thing, whatever happening in China, same thing happening in Europe, guys. Italy, Europe, several places are happening 37% inflation. So what does it mean inflation would do? Because those who, if I lend money to them and they, if I give my money to them and in exchange I'm holding the bond, those bond has vulnerable. They doesn't have a value it. Same thing happening in Europe, and that's why nobody is buying their bond, and those who are holding the bond is junk. Same thing, guys. I tweet about it, guys. In Japan, not a single bond been purchased last week. The one of the Thursday or Friday, I tweet. Nobody buy the bond yet. Japan bond was not purchased on that day. And I say, wow, that what does it mean? Money crunch, and people don't have a faith on the bond because people are losing because inflation is way higher, right? That's what is going to happen in Europe also, and that's what is going to happen in US slowly. So it's very difficult right now. Only way they can control that to bring down. They have to do QE, but if they do QE, then you are fueling the inflation demand. If you want to bring the inflation down, there is only one way, guys. Okay, remember 95% emphasis is more about to bring the demand. You have to bring the demand down. To bring the inflation down, you have to bring the demand down, and only how can you bring the demand down? Not by raising the interest rate only. You have to work with the people have different assets. People have real estate, people have stock market, they invest into, they have jobs, they have varieties of assets, right? Wherever we invest into, that assets need to come down. So whatever you guys are holding, if the price come down, if your real estate property comes down, you won't be able to sell, you will not have the money. If you have a portfolio, you're holding so many Apple stock, Tesla stock, whatever the stock you're holding, that goes down, your portfolio goes into from green to red, you're not going to spend money, right? When you don't spend money, what happens? You're not going to go to Home Depot, you're not going to go to for fun, doing wherever money you're spending, buying cars. That's how the demand comes down, and that's how you can control the inflation. But on top, we also have the oil is going up, so oil will also come down. But you think George gonna come down immediately? No, oil always followed by the recession. Remember, first oil jump goes higher, it tops out, and then always follow the recession after that. So in 1990 or 1999, we had the oil jump. 1975, 1999. Now, whenever the oil goes highest, then it comes followed by the recession. Same thing in 99. Then we also did it in 2008, oil jump, which I can show you right here. I did tweet everything, guys. Okay, I normally tweet all the information, so those who follow me, they can get all the information. So I hit here 2008 also, oil jump right here 147, and then bang, look at that, oil down, right? So if anybody mafia, oil mafia, they think, oh, oil keep going up and up and up and up. No. So when oil can go down, any people are asking when, Josh, oil can go down. Oil can only go down now is whenever the demand goes down. What the demand goes down? Money power. Liquidity goes out of the money automatically. People will lose their jobs. They will think, I'm gonna cut down my going out and spend money somewhere. I'm not gonna travel too much because oil is like crazy price right here, something like that, because they have money crunch. So money crunch happens, slowly demand goes down, and then this is how the recession starts. Same thing here also, guys, it happens. Right now look at the parabolic move, oil, right? And it's been constantly growing, so it's almost, it's gonna go almost 200%, 300% around here. And this is how the oil tops out, and oil company makes money, lot of money, and then demand goes down. It could be 1450, it could be 185, I don't know. We will see whatever happens, or it can be it can reject from here also, I don't know. We'll see how thing rolls. But people need to lose their jobs, something need to break, and this is what is going to happen. Something will be breaking. Once that broke, then this can go down, and that's what is going to happen. We have a bigger issue than the subprime in 2008. So subprime was the only one big fat balance sheet of the bank, and right now we have a $9 trillion balance sheet of the Fed. That will go, that they are right now in to shrink that, and that's going to happen. So what exactly, if I look at the technicals, let me show you SPY. So SPX. So let's take a look at what exactly happened whenever this bond market goes vulnerable. What would happen? So let me show you. Man, I'm too much. Okay, let me show you here. So whenever the SPX, this is the S&P 500, Fortune 500 companies, they have the best balance sheet, right? I'm not gonna take a look at Nasdaq or any Russell 2000. They have the junk balance sheet. I'm gonna look at the best balance sheet in the market. So S&P 500 SPX I'm looking at right now. So I'm gonna go back all the way. This is monthly chart. One candle represent 1 month of the work. So 2009, I draw my pattern line, okay? And look at that, every time in 2009 we bounce, market went up, then in 2010 we little down, then 2011 market was doing good, and then we again tested 2011. So whenever we test this line, guys, market has a semi recession, semi pressure, market is down, super down. Look at this, 2018 right here, market crash. Apple crashed 39% that time, right here, which is we touched the trend line. Then 2020, you see this, we broke the trend line. So every time I touch the trend line. So where are we right now? Ooh, parabolic move right here. So then I got to go to small time frame. If I go to small time frame, look at that, we broke the trend line. Whenever you broke the trend line, you always get tested by the linear line. Where are the linear lines? Are the several linear lines right now based on monetary indicators. I feel like every time, look at, we test this linear line. I mean, this is the trend line coming all the way from top to here, and we can test this, which would be 2900, 3000 SPX, 300 means SPY can go to 300. But remember, nobody has a crystal ball, guys, but I'm trying to analyze the geopolicy, overall economical policy, and I feel like, man, guys, we're gonna test this for sure. I feel myself, this is not a financial advice. Hopefully everybody understands this is not a financial advice, guys, but I feel, based on my analysis, based on what I think, by 2023, because how this thing will happen right here, what you can see right here, Morgan Stanley, what they also saying here. And I'm just trying to show you, because who the Josh is, but you might not believe Josh, but a whole rising concern about the monetary tightening, corporate earnings. So what does it mean, monetary tightening? As I mentioned about QT, quantitative tightening. When you do quantitative tightening, all the bond market, they are the most vulnerable, right? As everybody know, bond market is most vulnerable right now is, and as I discussed about right now, we have the can of the worm is closed, and we are kicking the can down. Since many years we've been doing this, but slowly the can is getting bigger and bigger. Hope you understand. The can of the worm is closed right now, and it's slowly about to open, guys. Okay, though we have election coming in, and that's why maybe the can of worm is not open. But when bond market, remember guys, bond market is the biggest market on earth. Okay, forget about keep crypto, those teeny mini fish that can wipe out when tsunami comes. Okay, then equity market, 50 trillion dollar equity market. We have bigger than that, 119 trillion dollar is bond market, right? So size of the, look at the impact in this economy, what it can do. And many people, like today I was several places when there on talk about Bitcoin and economy and all, but mostly I noticed that many, I mean, there are some good guys and there are some people, but we do not want to be a one-sided guy. We need to always balance out varieties in order to understand this economy. So this market right now, what happening is monetary tightening policy is going to happen. So what Fed announced, we gonna do first 3-month testing. What testing they are going to do? They are they are starting QT, $30 billion a month for the all the security bond notes. They are coming into the market to dump, and then 17.5 billion mortgage-backed security also they'll be dumping in the market. That will be one each month. So total 47.5 billion a month they'll be dumping into the market. Okay, every 1 month they're gonna say we're gonna try for 3 months. And I think why they want to try, because election coming in and it's a dangerous process probably. That could be the reason. They don't want market to crash too much crazy, and they don't want people to go pulling. What is QT? Pulling the liquidity out of the market, guys. Pulling the liquidity out of the market is QT, quantitative tightening. And that's how things are. It could be different assets, guys. Could be crypto is like indirectly, directly, whatever you call it. That's called the soft landing. Many people think Jerome Powell say we're gonna have a soft landing. We are trying, and hopefully we can have a soft landing. What is soft landing? It's called, you have the sniper sitting somewhere on the top of the building and looking at, oh, look at Tesla is flying high, let me take that down. Oh, look at that Apple is flying high, let me take that down. Just like a sniper. So sniper is sitting on the top and taking Netflix down, Facebook down, PayPal down, Square down, Cathwood down, everything, whichever inflated assets, those are the assets they are taking down. So the people who are holding those, dream come true, Bitcoin or whatever, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, everything, whatever you are holding, no, this is the best asset, guys. When tsunami comes, takes everything with it. Okay, and that's how it works actually. So this is what exactly going to happen, and that's why monetary tightening policy. We just started 30. Remember, 40.7 billion a month, and then we're going to double. Why? Because when we did a QE, we did 130 billion a month, guys. 130 billion is boy a month. Now we just started how much? 47.5 billion a month right now is going to double, 95 billion, less than what we did QE. So imagine how far we have to run. That's the reason I'm trying to show you here, guys. When we do this, let me show you here, right here. This is what we need to keep it in. Sorry, this is what we need to keep in mind. This is gonna fly high, right? Because bond, those who are holding the bond, when they bought it at 1%, 2%. Would you buy at 1%? Because you say, hey, inflation is 8.6%. How can I pay you for the coupon rate is maybe 1% or 2%? I can give you maybe 60 cents, 80 cents, like that. People gonna say, hey, inflation is way high. They're gonna say, and they're gonna pay less. When people pay less, what happened? Bond value goes down because some people are desperate to sell. That's why Japan came out and said, hey, we want to sell our bond. They never used to do that. And now they came out and said, we're going to sell the bonds. And they're going to, China also say, we're going to stop buying. Because everything was on autopilot, guys. Everything goes on autopilot. When they wanted to buy, they keep buying. They put a stop on autopilot, Japan. That I announced 3 weeks ago. So Japan put a stop on their autopilot buying bonds. Then China came out and said, we're not going to buy the bond. And they reduced, right? And now they will be selling the bond. What would happen to the market? What would happen? Would you buy? People will always offer discounted because yield. You know what yield means? I will pay rate of return. Rate of return would be whatever I can pay. And that's how the yield getting control. Earlier they used to buy so they can control them, bring their yield rate down, because they were buying. But now is the QT starting, so they won't be able to buy. Okay, So the real drama you will begin in summertime. You watch my words, and that's why I said when you were here, yield was 2.25, 1.8 it was, and I said, look at that, it's gonna go. Many people don't believe because many analysts they don't think that yield can go like this, guys. This is a different scenario. We have a big problem in elephant, which is inflation, and inflation is very sticky. It doesn't come out like that. That is the reason I feel like that. And that's why monetary policy is coming. So what would happen now? Monetary tightening happening. What would happen? Second quarter coming in, guys. What do you think the second quarter earning would be? Is EPS will be going down. Excuse me. When EPS goes down, what would happen? When earning goes down, EPS goes down, EPS goes down, forecast goes down, forecast goes down, layoff starts, bond, those who are holding the bond goes down. That's why I mentioned here, hey, we are shorting HYG. Right, look at this. And those who are in our I'm always live, guys. Monday to Friday market open till market close, and we do live trading free of charge. Anybody can join and they can see my screens, and I trade in front of them. Intraday trading, swing trading, everything free. Okay, that's what I do. And we shorted this when we was here also several times. We mentioned here, right here, and I announced, I tweet also, say, hey, HYG, people printed 150% profit right here in 3 days. HYG, you can go and take a look at the tweet also. I tweet about it. So is just, what, if I can find that tweet, I don't know, I didn't tweet or not. Okay, so I announced everything on a live stream, and this is what actually happening. So this is corporate. What is HYG? HYG is a corporate bond yield right here. These are corporate bond. Corporate bond is going down because nobody gonna buy this junk bond, right? That's why the MACD is pointing down, is gonna go down, and that's what we also trade that. And anyway, so this is the scenario is going to happen right here. And now let's take a look at it. The tiny market, which is what is tiny market, Josh? Tiny market is crypto, guys. That is not accredited by the government. So today we had a big discussion going on several places. So I need people to understand, guys, okay, how we should trade. We should not create. So let me explain you what happened in the history, okay, with me, so you would understand. So look at the 2017 when Bitcoin was $1,000. I was super duper bullish at that time, but I did not buy. I was just watching probably, and then slowly Bitcoin going cross $10,000. I said, man, let me go and buy. So then I thought, let me go, because that was the asset which I thought this is not equity. It's not accredited by the government. So why should I jump in this bandwagon? Because I know it has been. I was following, but I was just afraid because it's not equity. You have to go to the third party, go to Binance and buy the different coins, and then if something happens, you lose money. So if you come from equity market, you always feel, man, this could be dangerous playing. But slowly then I enter into this, and then it went from 13,000 to 19,000. I had a profit. I didn't sell, and then look what happened. So 2017. And then 2018 it went down to 3,500. Actually I could not sell 2019. It was here, and I did not even sell that time. 3,500, guys. So I think I sold it somewhere, took a loss, but then it went to 3,500, and then look at that what happened. So how many years I had to hold it? Right here, 3-4 years you had to hold it, and then same thing here. So what happened here? The moment Bitcoin jumped, all the Bitcoin bulls, it comes out and Bitcoin gonna go to $1 million, Cathy Wood, and $500,000. Those people, look, guys, people can fool you because nobody has a crystal ball, right? But what you have to do is you do not create Bitcoin as a celebrity. The moment I did this celebrity creation, and that's why I was losing money. What I treat myself right now is what Bitcoin can give me. When I want to trade something, what Bitcoin gave me. So what I say, I need to know the cycles of Bitcoin, what Bitcoin can do. So Bitcoin basically, it has a support and resistance, and I look at my monetary policy, I look at my economy indicators. Based on that, I analyze. So $5 trillion market going to pump, bang, is going up. I traded, I sold it here also when the 200 moving average, several time I traded here, guys, but then I eventually announce. I tweet also. I live room 3-4 times announce, and I tweet also. People, those who follow me, they know that. Say, hey guys, game is over. I said, When we broke this trend line, I draw and I say game is over, Bitcoin gonna go down. And because I also look not just the technical guys, I do not just analyze based on technicals and take certain decisions when it comes to Bitcoin. So you have to analyze the varieties of the way. So $5 trillion now coming out of the QT, they're about to start the QT, and I said they will be starting, and they said off the table, QT will be on the table. When the on the table, and then you know what happened in March, April, May, and then I say, hey, Bitcoin gonna go to the downhill. People think no, he's gonna come back. Those are hopes, guys. Those who are holding hope, they are the first one to lose biggest money in their life. Remember, the holding hope is the one who lose the biggest money. So what I did is, every time you have to understand, guys, I'm just gonna go through technicals, and then I will explain you why Bitcoin can, what Bitcoin can do, and where it can go, and I will go to little bit in depth on it, right? So we all go through that. So every time when we were here 48,000, we got rejected. When we got rejected, we have a linear line at 38,000. I announced 38,000 is the next support, and will be which is our major support is 29,000. I announced. I say, hey, if that breaks, we're gonna go to 19,000, which you see all these my price target, and I say, hey, it's gonna go to $11,000. So I don't have crystal ball, guys, but I can, I analyze so varieties ways, because based on these, I'll show you right now. Bitcoin, I draw my trend line from $1,000. Every time Bitcoin tests this linear line and it bounces, tests the linear line and bounce. Over here, economy pumped $5 trillion into people's hands. So everybody gets $5 trillion. In 2008, that time Bitcoin was not there, but whenever the monetary policy gets eased, right? Remember 2019, we stopped QT and Bitcoin bounced. Same thing here, we did QE, Bitcoin bounced, $5 trillion, and now we are starting QT. What we are doing, we are exactly doing same thing what we did here in 2018. But this was nothing. This we just did a teeny mini, 40 billion a month we did for 3 months, for 4 months, and then we stopped. We are going to do big here. So what would happen is, look at the impact, look at the waterfall going on, right? Why? So what happens here, monetary policy means people will not have the money to buy. So many people think, no, inflation is good for the Bitcoin. Yes, I agree, whenever inflation is good for the Bitcoin. But I'm going to look at a couple of things. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, guys. Those who are super duper bullish in their life, you have to understand that how the Bitcoin works. Whenever people who buys the Bitcoin, guys, who buys the Bitcoin? The people who believe in Bitcoin, the people who are retailers, people who are meme stock, people who, some institution, some small institution. Some people, they are big guy, they are not institution. Remember, institution cannot be in US, most of and many countries. Some institution cannot jump in to buy a bigger Bitcoin. They buy Bitcoin because then they are not accredited by the government. They are not equity, and if not equity, they cannot. They are not derivative. When they are not derivative, you can trade. If you trade it, you can take people's money and put it into non-derivative assets. Otherwise, get default. It could be in trouble. That's why all the banks don't trade, and that's why Bitcoin tried to get the get accredited by the government as a equity, but it could not. And I'll tell you why it's not happening. So when Bitcoin become the currency, for example, like many people think, oh, Bitcoin is the decentralized currency and it could be the best, 101% I agree, and that's how I was bullish on it too. But bottom line is, guys, Bitcoin is when Bitcoin becomes the financial backbone of the economy, what would happen to the politician? Because it's decentralized. Who controls? You think the Jerome Powell is controlling this economy? No, everything controlled by the politician, guys. Okay. So if any politician, you think, oh, this politician bought 1 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, just to attract you guys, all the dummies around, to attract them. Hey, I'm buying the Bitcoin. So all the Bitcoin people, they think, oh wow, look at this politician is supporting Bitcoin. Don't be dummy like that, guys. Don't be fooled by like that. Yeah, there you cannot lock any politician. Okay, you can't tell, hey, the politician say, hey, I'm gonna take your, any politician will not give out their power. Can you imagine that any politician say, hey, yeah, the financial power, because everything is money, right? If there is no dollar interest in there, they're not gonna go and become politician. It's so pointless to become politician. What is lobby? Somebody gives them the money, You scratch my back and I scratch your back, and this is how the thing works. But Bitcoin doesn't work like that. I cannot scratch your back and you scratch mine. That's not what Bitcoin says. Bitcoin says, hey, I will be independent and you cannot dilute me. You cannot use your brain. That's what Bitcoin says. You cannot use your brain what to do with me. Bitcoin automatically does what Bitcoin is supposed to do. That's why Bitcoin is so much good for the people. But the politician cannot allow the Bitcoin, because that's what has been happening in these countries. So many go to Congress, and how many bills they are piling up. So many bills never been passed. Why? Because they are lobbying. So so when it comes to Bitcoin, it's not about Republican or Democrat. No politician wants any Bitcoin to approve. Why? Because it's it's like a hand, keeping them in handcuff and say, hey, run the country, because it's a financial backbone of the country, and if there is no interest, if they don't have any money interest, then they're not gonna they won't benefit. You know how politicians write. So we should think that way, that no politician allow that. You know what they're gonna do? Substitute. They can create I think CBDC is coming in, central bank digital currency coming in. When it comes in, they're gonna I think the NATO, USA, some of the other countries, 50-60 countries are lining up, and they will be part of the CBDC, and they are right now integrating SWIFT SWIFT with CBDC, where every country does any trade with a different country. It go to the CBDC, US dollar, digital dollar, and that's going to happen, guys. And then Bitcoin gonna, maybe Bitcoin, because it's a central, remember it's a central, it's not decentralized, right? Bitcoin is decentral. So some people don't believe in central. Yes, I agree with you, but government doesn't believe in central, decentral, because then they will not have the power. It's all about the power. The game is all about the power. Government will not give out the power to the people. That never happens, guys. No, never happens. So what would happen to Bitcoin? Bitcoin will play just like you and me, whomsoever are bullish, right? It goes up and down, and continually sideways. As a side byproduct, it will be traded, but it will be not approved by the government to go and say, hey, allow this, and bank can put into their lot of money, billions and trillions of dollars into the Bitcoin. Otherwise, it will be dangerous for the government. So they can regulate anything, man. They can do anything, and one regulation can bring the down. And I have gone through several years, just like China did and all those things. But when US does that, then Bitcoin in trouble, guys. Okay, so I feel like that it can happen anytime. That doesn't mean Bitcoin go to zero. No, I'm not saying Bitcoin go to zero, but I know that American government will not allow even if anybody. I do not believe in hope, guys. Okay, I believe in reality, and I go through the politics, and I know any Democrat, any Republican will not allow a Bitcoin to be a currency. Remember, as a equity, they will create a regulation right now. That's why I announced, guys, they are cracking down, not the Bitcoin, they are cracking down the foundation where the exchanges are. Coin was $400, $450. They're bringing down to now 70, 18. They're gonna bring it down to $10. That's what they are doing right now. Why they are doing coin? Same thing they are doing with the Binance. They said, hey, Binance is doing money laundering. Guys, it's a politic power, guys. They have the law in their hands. They can create anything. They can bring it down. They don't want to go and chase you. They're not gonna chase Bitcoin. They're gonna chase the founder, who is where the exchanges are. Binance. They are say, hey, Binance did this, and we're gonna bring the Binance down. That's how they're gonna do with the Elon also. See, I mean, I'm just guys. You see what happening with the Michael Saylor? What happened to $21,000 Bitcoin goes? Michael Saylor will also can be in trouble too, right? And Elon Musk can be in trouble too. Slowly. I mean, just giving you idea. Financial is the backbone. If you want to win, politicians want to win, they go and shaken up this financial system wherever the weakness is, wherever the strength is, and they bring it down. They're not gonna come out and create a headline for us. Say, hey, I'm gonna do this. They will go backdoor and do this. Same thing they're doing with the Russia. Same thing they're gonna do with the Bitcoin also, right? Because they don't have any interest in Bitcoin, guys. Write it down on piece of paper. They do not have. Bitcoin is the biggest enemy of the government, and only you and me, if we want. But can we? We cannot. Even if I go in politics, my interest will change. Every human being, interest changes because you become politician, you have another political agenda. We become agenda driven. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that it can happen. That's why I do not want to be one of them fool and go and say, hey, Bitcoin gonna go this. Yes, when Bitcoin flies, the reason behind it, we pump $5 trillion, so everybody get the money. Right now people don't have the money. Why Bitcoin is dropping right now? Do you know that why Bitcoin dropping? Monetary policy is going to get tighter. People are gonna pull the money, and that's how the Bitcoin gonna do. But if I'll be hopeful. No, Bitcoin is the best Bitcoin, and it's gonna go to $1 million. Then I'll be holding hope. And when Bitcoin goes to $11,000, same thing happened with me here also. 3,500 went, and I felt so many pain for couple of years. Same thing can happen here, maybe 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. When recession starts, guys, the Bitcoin is the first asset will go down the first most. Why? Because it's not accredited by government. There is no, and there is no, it's not backed by anything. It's only backed by meme people, like diamond hand people, like those who just only believe in Bitcoin, right? I'm not against Bitcoin, guy. I was the biggest bull. Then I analyzed, man, I don't want to lose my money when I'm investing. I'm a strategic investor, and that's what I teach here. Please don't lose your money. Trade as you go. Trade as you feel that what economy is going to do with your investment. It's not about Tesla, it's not about Bitcoin. It's because this market is everything, man. Social media is gonna pump, and you can lose big time money, right? Dump, and you can lose big time money. There are several things can happen with this economy, and we don't want to be far. There's a people have agenda, guys. I see a lot of spaces people can have agenda. You need to identify those agenda, guys. It's not just the Bitcoin. You have to go through everywhere. You have to understand this agenda. Otherwise you're gonna lose money. Many people tell you Bitcoin gonna go to 60,000 from the 60 to 90, and they're gonna say 100,000. If it goes to 100,000, you're gonna go to $500,000. You need to understand where it can go, how far it can go, when it can reject it, right? Same thing apply with the oil also. As I'm saying. Same thing, oil also. There is a lot of bull people will come about oil, but they don't have any knowledge about when it comes to monetary policy. And then when I asked that question, immediately they said, I do not know that, but I can know about the oil. They're gonna give you all the equations. Hey, oil can go to 200, oil can go to this equation, that equation, but they don't understand demand. They don't understand monetary supply. They don't understand that monetary tightening policy. When monetary tightening policy, people losing job. People will not have the money. People not gonna travel because oil price goes up. What happens? Demand comes down, right? That's how it happens. Always happen, guys. It's history. So whenever you want to listen to any oil, yeah, you got to be careful, guys. Anytime somebody talk to Bitcoin or any Tesla or anything is inflated, guys. It has to come down to the linear line. That's the physics of finance. If you follow, you have to keep that thing in mind. You can't just simply jump in any bandwagon. If you want to lose money, yeah, go for it. But be ready. There is no straight line up. There is no straight line down. There is no straight line sideways. There is always volatility. And if you want to be successful, then trade with the volatility, how it comes to you, and understand that and trade accordingly. That is the best way, because it could be 1 year, it could be 6 months, it could be cycle, right? Cycle of 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. You can, if you can visualize, understand, you be part of the community. Everything is free here. I teach. I'm live 10 hours a day, guys. 10 hours a day I'm live. So those who join this community, they all know I'm live, sharing my screens. 10 hours I spend and teach everybody. So, and I'm always live on YouTube also. You can go and you can check that link on my Twitter profile. So that way, if you want to join anytime market opens up, I'm live here, right here. You can see these are the screen. These are the links, are Discord link, Twitter link, YouTube live. So this is where you can see my screens and you can hear me. And if you want to interact with me, then you can come to the live space where you can interact with me on Twitter. But this this Twitter live is 2 minutes late. So particularly when we are doing day trading, this 2 minutes late is dangerous. But if you want to be instant live, then this is the one, or you can be on a Discord. Okay, so right here. I posted that. So what happened to the corporate earning, guys? So we all know that inventory is piling up right now, economy. We all know Walmart, Target, right? They came out and they're lowering their guidances. What does it mean, guys? Inventory piles up, demand goes down, people will, slowly corporate earning goes down. If that happens, then it will impact, okay, it will impact to the economy. The demand goes down, and slowly that was happening here. Then I need to add another things of so okay, sorry, let me finish with the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is right now where Bitcoin is going. Bitcoin exactly, guys, those who know community knows, they exactly know what I said. Bitcoin, look at that Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can go and test this floor. Let me go to 5-minute chart, what exactly Bitcoin is doing. Look at that, it broke that floor also, 2600, 300, 26,300. Okay, so Bitcoin, let me go to daily chart, and my price target is right here around 19,141. But there is a little teeny mini support. Doesn't mean this is gonna open overnight, guys. Okay, this is all second quarter, third quarter 2022. I feel like, because monetary policy, getting tighter and tighter, the first money comes out of from the crypto. That's what anybody who feel the pressure is from crypto. Okay, so be careful on that side. If any, now I'm gonna open it up and I'll take the questions, guys. So be prepared. If you want to have any questions, I'll open the space. You can request yourself and I'll take the questions from the people. Okay, so you suggest I start averaging out? No, so averaging is different story, guys. Okay, in a market is a downtrend. I don't believe in averaging. Okay, I believe in I believe in trading. I believe in intraday, because market is not this is how I look. Okay, look at this SPY right here. When it is SPY, I'm gonna show you. So what SPY is doing, look at this. You see the waves are coming, going down like this. So SPY gonna go to 370. Hold on, my price target is right here, slowly, which is 379. We can go from here with 379, and then we can go what we were pre-pandemic was right here. So just to show you, I'm not saying pre-pandemic level can go or not, but just to show you, because when the big elephant in the room moves around, then this can be tested also, guys. Okay, this can be tested. So that's why, let me show you something. Okay, so I saw something. Okay, I saw something, and I thought, you know what, let me post it, because that was dangerous, scary. 345, the puts were being bought. Look at this. 372 they are targeting by July. 372, big money. $7 million puts been bought, 6 million puts been bought, 8 million, 6 million, 5 million. These are all the puts been bought for SPY. 377. Then another one I noticed, which is, okay, I'm gonna show you right here. QQQ 260, 285, 230, 260 puts coming in. These are big orders. Then this one, let me see this one. This is a big order too. QQQ 230, look at that, 230, 280, 285, 300, 260, 260. They're targeting 260 QQQ. These are big order block. These are dark pool data. These are the data dark pool. They don't come in a front end, guys. They are not like a TD Ameritrade. You can go and check it out. These are all dark pool wholesale data, block sweep data coming in. So things are changing the direction, guys. Okay, just to show you. Right here, after hours, look at that, they are expecting IWM. So yesterday after hours I tweet about it, guys. Look at the after hour activity right here. Where did it go? Okay, so anyway, now let's talk about a couple of actually chart. I'm gonna I want to go back to the things, and Tesla. So let's talk about Tesla. So I was talking today that, hey, Tesla, let's talk Tesla. What exactly Tesla did today? I announced right here. I said Tesla is in trouble. Why? Split after 40%. So Tesla trying to split. Okay, I know a lot of people are bullish on Tesla, and I am bearish on Tesla. Reason behind is expensive. and everybody those follow. I'm a biggest bull of Tesla used to be, but then the Elon Musk become politicians, and Tesla become meme stock, and then I realized that's not the right way. That's not the right way to you know the stock to be traded. So people lose money when stock become meme. So that's why you look at this. Why Larry Ellison, Oracle CEO, he's the big fund raised for the Tesla. He's the one who funded when Tesla was in big time trouble in 2017-18, I guess that time, and he helped Tesla and funded him. He tried with the Apple also. Apple could not even help at that time. Now he's leaving. Remember, guy, he has a $10 billion shares. I'm sorry, $10 billion share, or 20 billion, I forgot how many. He has that holding Tesla shares. Okay, so if he has something going on, he might sell, because he knows that Tesla stock is inflated. That's why he's leaving, and that Tesla can sell. If he sells, then it could be dangerous, guys. Okay, how Elon would pay highest debt? Elon has a debt also, 6.2 billion, and Bitcoin is going down. Now Bitcoin is below his cost. Okay. So he's in, and if he has to pay any Twitter fees or no, I do not know if that can happen too. Then bunch of factory right now he has, which is he's spending a lot of money right now in China and Germany and Texas. So remember, he is spending a lot of money there to start the production, but still right now not in the production. Until that happens, supply is the biggest constraint right now. That's why it's difficult. It's not about the factory, it's about the supply. Excuse me, I need to drink water, throat got a little. So that's why I feel like China, they had a huge decline in their productions, and those production numbers are not good, and that's what is going to happen. And I feel like it's not good right now. That's why I tweet something here also, and I smell something. So right here, this is the Elon Musk wrote to one of the later, in that he said, this has been very tough quarter, primarily due to supply chain challenge in China, so we need to rally hard to recover. What does it mean? So we need to rally hard to recover. Asking a favor for the meme people, meme stock, those who are only believe in Elon Musk, and they believe in, this is how I read. Maybe I could be wrong. This is my thesis of thinking of reading. Okay, guys, that he's asking to rally. What rally? Rally stock? Rally car? What? Why we have to ask for? So we need to rally hard to recover. Okay, guys. So depends on how you read it. But that how he tweets. He never gives direct direction, but he gives indirect direction to go into the right direction. That's what he's directing the people. That's the wrong way, right? But if anybody shorts, he immediately goes and just, so he loves pumping the stock, guys. You hope you understand. He likes when you guys lose the money. Okay, he likes when people lose money, right? That's what it is. Because meme, what is meme? You have to have fundamentals. Fundamentals are 70-80 time forward P ratio. Who gonna pay? Google is 20 time, 19 time forward P ratio, is 4 time forward P ratio higher than the Google. In this market condition, nobody gonna pay more than 20 times, right? That's why I said Amazon is going down, Tesla gonna go down, many company goes down in this economy, right? So we're gonna give a little time. Let's see how thing goes, but be careful on Tesla. Let me take a look at the Tesla right now. So what exactly Tesla happening is, as you can see, we traded, tops are falling. You see tops, one tops, second tops are falling, this top falling. So now we're gonna take this bottom. I feel like that, because tops are falling, and it can take it down, slowly gonna go down, right? Because of the EPS. So maybe people think, oh no, split is coming in. Yes, what is split? Split is, look guys, split is this. If I give my kids and say, hey, you have $100 bill, I'm gonna give you 5 bills, and I'm gonna give you 5 bills. You have only 1 bill. I'm gonna give you 5 bills, same value, $100, $20, right? I give them. So it's the same, nothing to But people think, oh wow, because it's just too cheap now, people gonna go and buy the stock. That's fooling people, guys. That's what he's targeting right now. So don't be fooled. And that's what I told about Amazon also. And look what happened to Amazon. I said that, right? In our community, we traded long side also. And then we say we traded short side also. And I announced that, hey, Amazon has a weakness. Amazon gonna go to double digit. We are not that far, right? 109 now. Look, what did I say? Why? Because look at the EPS, horrible. 38 cent negative EPS. I don't pay even $50. If 16 cents, I cannot pay $50 on these 16 cents. They got to perform better. If this EPS miss, guys, Amazon will be $50. And my price target is $75. As everybody who is here, I said it can go to 75. Depends on how the way, maybe 2023. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. Okay, it's all about the earnings. I need this earning. If this earning miss, this is still expensive. If 16 cents, $75 is also expensive, but time will tell, guys. Okay, and that's what my price target was 2300 when the stock was 3300, and it reached my price target 2300. It went down to 2000, and I said it's gonna go $1500. That's my analysis. Why and all everything I discussed about the whole economy and the monetary policy and company financials and technicals. That's why I thought it's gonna go, but it takes time. Slowly can happen. Whenever it happens, people will know. Okay, so I'll take the questions. Hydro, you got any question, man? What's up? You got to unmute your mic. Jeremy, you think you want to averaging out? No, I don't believe in average out, because averaging is dangerous, guys. I don't know what you want to average. Okay, then Mary says, I sold my Bitcoin last week after I read and understood your theory. Saved me or my kids quite a bit as of today. I love the dream of Bitcoin and will re-enter, I hope, one day again. Thank you. Yeah, Mary, again, it was not a financial advice. If you saved some money, I'm so sorry, it's a painful, but what I teach here is everything is cycle, guys, bull and bear cycle, right? That's what I teach here. You need to, it's a roller, everything is a ride, guys. You need to know how to enter, ride in and out. You can do exit top, you cannot do exit bottom, but look what I say here, guys. My my profile, time the market. Everybody in the world says you cannot time the market, right? What I do is, man, I like to time the market. That's what I put my time behind, and that's my strength. So I'm trying to time the market, but I don't go first. Remember, guys, I don't go first. I go and I analyze my varieties of vein. That's what I say here. So that's why I like to time the market, and I announce that, hey, Bitcoin gonna go down. Those who follow me, those who part of the community, they benefit the most, because I analyze and I give them the heads up that this is what's going to happen, this is what it looks like, how it can go and where it go. Then up to them how they analyze. Everybody has to do their due diligence before you trade. That's the because I don't give any financial advice, guys. Hope you understand that I do not give financial advice. You have to do your homework, but these are my thesis of thinking. Then up to you guys how you learn, what you learn out of it. Okay. Jeremy says, so what with the puts after hours, does that project for the bullish market? Right now is no. I mean, I'm not right now in a bull or bear right now. We'll see whatever the market happens, whatever we have situation, we will go with that one step at a time, and we'll go like that. So I'm going to open the space slowly. I'm try to invite people as a speaker, and then raise your hands, and I'll try to add you up a little bit one by one.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. First of all, thank you for doing these always. I try to get on every time. When you speak, you just make so much sense, and what you say makes perfect sense. So, whether or not anybody does exactly what you say, listen to the guy, learn, and then formulate your opinion from there. But my question for you now, all the talk of recession and liquidity and QT and all that stuff, I get, what may be coming for us, for the economy, for the stock market in general. In your experience, does there become a time where you just can't make money in the market because it's just no liquid? Could you foresee that in the next 6 months to 12 months? Or do you feel that you should still be able to make money as long as you're going with the right direction?
No, the market has a direction, right? Why not? Market has, so depends on if you're trying to be a bull, yeah, then it's a little dangerous. But if it's a bear, if there's a market has a cycle, bull, bear, right? So when it is a bear, I trade bearish side. When it is a bull, I trade bull side. But when particularly the economic condition changes, I try to limit myself to be a bull side, because I don't like to be a bullish when the market is consolidating. I like to be bullish when something is breaking out, right? When something is bottoming out and is slowly trying to change the trend, that's what I announce. Whenever the trend changes, I announce, hey, we are changing the trend. Then I would exit my positions on the bear side. So there's a bull and bear support resistance. So that's why is what I go in a too much in depth when we are live, guys. Okay, when I'm live, I go and yeah, those who join me daily live, I always try to analyze myself, and I tell everybody that this is what I feel about it. I analyze every candles, every resistance, every price of control lines, see how things are moving around, what I feeling is, and that's what exactly market is doing. And the way I said this here, these two candles are dangerous candles. This like a panic button. Somebody press the panic button. There is no wick below the body, and there's a huge gap on this is S&P 500, guys. It's not even any particular stock. This is SPY. You're not gonna find in 2022 these kind of actions. This is dangerous movement. Whatever it is, it look like dangerous, and that's what I announced. Hey, this is when even this breakout happened. I announced this was not a CPI data came out here. People are asking me, what do you think CPI data would be? I said I don't give a damn about CPI data right now, but I feel what's going to happen. And those who are in the community, they know when I talk crazy. And look at this, MACD is pointing down right now, going to cross the signal line. That is also pointing, pressure is super down. There is no buyer. And I announced over here when this green candle was here, I said, guys, I don't give a damn about this green candle. I announced, I said, dirty game is going on here. This is all dirty games. And you can listen to the people who are in the part of the community, they know what I announced. And exactly that's what he's doing. And look what happened. Damn, waterfall. This is called waterfall, and never happened in 2022. This kind of action, this is dangerous action. This is called panic button sell, and this is the huge indicator. That's why crypto is also falling apart right now, because I said so that crypto will go with it. Tsunami comes, it takes everything, guys, and crypto goes the first with it.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? Hold on a second. So just a second, hold your thoughts. So quick, you have any other questions?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to ask about, generally from your experience, do you feel that we could reach a point where there's just such low liquidity that it's just hard to even trade, even if you're bearish and it's a bear market or it's going downwards and you're playing the correct side, but just liquidity is just so bad? Is that a thing? I don't have enough experience to know, to be honest.
Oh, okay. No, so market will always remain in a, so market maker has a job to perform. So when the domino effect starts, what is domino effect means? When market wants to go down, when everybody start feeling, all the banks are start losing money, when people are getting liquidated, and bankrupt people are filing bankruptcy, and then hope people have to understand 2008 scenario when the subprime happened. What happened? All the banks were getting bankrupt, right? Many we had an auto industry happen. Lot of money crunch happens, and people go solvent, and when they become insolvent, then it's dangerous for the economy also. At that time, many company people short, and people make money on the short side. That's how the market will have a cycle, but then will be a different side. Right now we were in the bull cycle. This was the bull cycle. Look at that pandemic. What happened in pandemic? Everybody was locking down, whole world was locking down, and stock was going up. Why? You know that, right? Why? What happened?
Yes.
Because it's
Exactly.
$5 trillion we pumping in the market. So that's what exactly happened. Though the GDP was going down, GDP was in a lockdown mode. You know what I mean? GDP was going in a lockdown mode, but our market cap is in a Hussein Bolt rush. Look at this. I announced 165, 125% SPY went up from pandemic low to high, and QQQ went up 165% within 2 years, guys. That's going SPY 125% up, That's dangerous within 1 year, guys. That's dangerous. You can have anything. That you have to economy market has to go with the parallel with the GDP, but the GDP was going downhill because people were getting money, free money. And it was a dirty game played, guys. It's a political agenda over here. Many people will not believe me, but I analyze so many different ways, and that's what the game was played. And many people got tons of billions of dollars, guys. Free money. You can create a company and you can get a million, 10 billion, 10 50 million dollar you can get. And people did a multiple fraud at that time. People made tons of money at that time. That was dirty game played. This is all they said, we're gonna buy all junk bond and everything, and that's what it happened. And they also announced mortgage-backed security. We're gonna buy everything, gonna buy, and see what happened. No, look, remember, guys, doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or Republican. They don't care about what happened to the thing. They always care about my voters should be happy. Yeah, as long as you feed them, you give them some money, they are always happy and they vote for them. That's how things would be, right? You know that, right? Which politician wants to tighten the monetary policy? No politician, right? They want to keep printing. That's how things are, so people will vote for it, and that's how normally works. But right now we've been doing this thing is since 30 years, guys. Now we don't have anything in our hand right now. It's dangerous process. We have inflation is out of control. If we do not do that, then will be no difference between us and Japan. And I showed you the GDP is going down, right? GDP is going down, and the sorry, what did I mention about the GDP? With the debt is going up. So right now that's the problem. If you print, debt going up and up, and if they're gonna raise the interest rate, what happens is when you raise the interest, the debt gonna go up too, because of the monetary policy. When you are announce the interest rate, if it become 2% interest rate, we're gonna increase $3.2 trillion debt, because we have sold so many bonds in the market. We have to pay the interest, right? And that's the catch-22 there too. So that can happen. So yeah, it depends how you trade, guys. Okay, it depends. So if you want to learn, you can just hang in here. We are always there here, and you can educate yourself, or you can look at my videos, or if you have a job, busy, you can always look at the video. At the end of the day, is 9 hours videos, but that's how you slowly learn how the market is going. Okay. Next.
Hey Josh, I was gonna ask you, what do you think about shorting Palo Alto?
Same shit, man. But right now, Palo Alto, the PANW is waterfall too, and now we just broke this area. I mean, Palo Alto is weak right now. Palo Alto is heading to 468. And if once Palo Alto breaks this, Palo Alto, look at the foundation, is $1.79. So stock is still expensive, super expensive. So if I look at it based on 179, let me tell you how much expensive it is. 1.79, 4, 7, 16, 7, 16, $500 divided by 7.16. They are asking 69, so it's as equal as Tesla price, very close to Tesla. So they are basically 70 time value they are asking right now. Palo Alto at $500 is 70 time. Apple is right now 27 time, 26 time, 27 time. Google is 20 time value, and Palo Alto is asking 70 time. So that means in this market condition, it has a value to go down. So yeah, there is a gap here to be filled. Right here I mentioned here too, there is a gap here. We tested 421, and then eventually it's gonna fill right here 370. So at some point of time it will happen, when nobody knows the date. But right now I feel like that slowly now the trend is changing, and that's what it can happen. Palo
Okay,
Alto.
so Palo Alto and FTNT, you would consider good shorts, right?
Which
Still
one?
a lot of room to the downside, right? Highly expensive.
Yeah, they are very expensive right now. For me, always remember, guys, whenever you short, you have to remember that you have enough timeline. When you options you buy, always you make sure you have enough time in your hand, just in case if market change direction, then it could be a dangerous. That's why any dirty game marketplace, you always need to have the time, and always don't be greedy. Take the money at some point of time when you have. Otherwise, what happen? Market change direction, you can lose your profit.
Hey Josh, last question too. All right, so part of the reason why the market sold off so heavy, well, the main reason why the market sold off so heavily these past 2 days, right? Last 2 days was because of the CPI came out at 8.6. So now people are expecting the Fed to actually consider raising rates by 75.
You put yourself in a mute, man. I don't know.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was gonna ask you, so like the last 2 trading days, we sold off heavily because CPI came above 8.3 at 8.6, right? And so people are kind of scared, like, hey, you know what? Jerome Powell could come out and say, hey, you know what? We're gonna have to raise 75 points. What happens this week if he doesn't say that? What happens if he still kind of tiptoes around the line, saying the same thing? We need more information, or if the data comes out harsher, then we will. What happens if he says, hey, you know what? 50 points, it's all we're gonna do right now. Do you think we'll rally a little bit, or do you think the market will call this bluff and just we keep selling off?
So headline can create anything, and the market maker can, based on the event, they can, the volatility can create it in the market, and that can happen. And that's why we do not have a control over, and that's why that can happen. So what we need to do is we need to be very careful and take the money at that particular event is occurring. You exit out, and wait for it. Take the money out, whatever money you want to make the profit before the event. That's what we teach here. Event, you take money out, and if you want to put a coin there, you can leave the coin. That's how I teach. I would play coin and take the money before event occurs. Whatever the profit you make, say for example, if I put my $100 and I make $25 out of it, $125, I take my $100 off, and I play with my $25. Maybe I'll put $10 in out of 25, and I keep my $15 profit. Example, right? So that's what I play. If I want to risk, because event can go any direction, it can happen. But eventually, it doesn't matter whether it's a quarter point or 3/4 point. The market has to go down in a long run because of the big elephant in the room. So for me, the interest rate doesn't make much difference in my directions of what I'm thinking about the economy, where the indicators were telling me that market has no choice but to go down crazy. That will impact a big time.
Sounds good. Thanks, Josh.
No problem. Thank you, man. Hey, Jalal, what's up, man?
Hey, Josh.
What's up?
You know why I'm calling. Any thoughts about tomorrow morning?
Oh, tomorrow morning? Right now, the pressure is super duper down. The way it looks like right now, the pressure is downward. Super duper pressure down. Everybody has a pressure down. But then remember, quad which month coming in too. So that's why it could be dangerous too. So let's see.
Yeah, I saw the futures down. Yeah.
Yeah, market is down already. I mean, the condition what we have right now is like is very bad right now. The condition is very bad for economic point of view. So the market has to take the money power from the people. So I think one leg down. I feel like one leg down now. I feel like market can go one leg down. Date I don't know when it will be, but it look like one leg down. Market has a lot of pressure right now. I feel like that.
Gotcha. Thank you, Josh.
Okay. How can I short Bitcoin? Bitcoin, you can go to coin. Look, there are a couple of things you can do. One is there is a future, Bitcoin future, which is Bitcoin BT. What is the Bitcoin future? Is Bito? Processed ETF right here, Bitcoin right here. So you can short BITO, which is $18. You can do that. Then you can go to grayscales. That is on a OTC, I guess. Grayscales, you can short that. Grayscales. Then you can go to crypto, and you can short the future over there on not on a Coinbase. I'd out on Coinbase, maybe QQQ or something. You can go there and you can short the Bitcoin future over there too, right? So it depends on where you want to trade. You want to short in coin, or you want to short in equity market. If you want to short in equity market, then if you want to short coin, you can short coin exchanges. You can short MSTR, which is Michael Saylor. He's holding the coins, something like that. Okay. Next, if anybody has a question on Twitter, let me know, guys.
Josh, can I ask you a question here?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So I got a question about how do you play the rallies here? Because these bear market relief rallies can. I was looking at the charts from the previous bear markets, and Nasdaq can go up 8 to 10% in a day, sometimes during these rallies. So how would you identify one of these, and how would you play them?
Nasdaq, you think you're going to go up?
No, I'm saying in case there's a relief rally.
Relief rally. Oh, okay. So what I do is I always look at my analysis. So what I do is I always look at the relief rally. If anything happens, the trend line has to break. And so when an event at the time event occurs, I do not carry bigger position. I just explained. I do not prefer to have a bigger position. Relief rally cannot last because we already saw that this relief rally market maker they did, and there was no volume. There is no buyer. Only the people who wants to get slaughtered, they are the one who getting into it, and they're getting slaughtered because this relief rally lasted 20 days, and look, in 2 days this all relief rally gone. So who lost the money? The rug pulled, and they found no floor. So the people who thought it's a relief, they thought it's gonna go up. As long as they exit their position, they made money. The people who are holding, they are right now losing money. The bulls, right? Same thing, bear can lose money when market change the direction. That's how the game can be played, but we need to find the direction. That's what I always say. Whenever the trend change, you should not have the positions open. And right now the trend just changed going downward. So maybe whenever the way I feel like market gonna take the bottom out, this floor, this is the floor. Right now we just started. So market gonna take this floor and maybe go one down. How far? Whatever we see. So we'll wait for the relief rally. Anytime happens, we'll come to know. Right now I don't see a relief rally anything. Relief rally doesn't happen like this. Relief rally, it can right now the quarter which month coming in. So I don't expect anything right now immediately. The way things are, this is panic button. There's always anything changes, there's always you're gonna see a week below the body, like this week below the body, you're gonna see some couple of days changes. It can happen like that. You will see unusual things. So I don't see right now anything like that. That doesn't mean you can have a one green day. Market cannot have a always good red day, right? It's always one or 2 days good red, 1 day green, 2 days red, like that. That's how we go lower low, lower high. So basically it's called this is called lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low, lower high, and then again lower low. That's how slowly goes. So overall you can look at it, it's called lower high, lower low, right? You keep taking linear down. That's how things are looking like right now. Josh, what do you think of Roku long term? Roku is heading $75.90, and the Roku is super expensive. Negative EPS stock can go to dangerous, guys. Roku is very be careful on this Roku. It can go and test my price target $61.75 and then $61 Roku. Why? Because that financial foundation is super duper weak. I understand Kathy Wood has the highest Roku. That's up to her. Whatever her game plans, I don't know. But I always believe in a financial foundation. You can't build a castle. You can't build a skyscraper on a sand, right? You have to have a foundation strong. This is negative EPS. In this market condition, this economy, no way, Jose. You can build a building on top, which is 82 floor building. There is no way on negative EPS would be. So it's gonna go. I feel like it's gonna go down. Again, this is not financial advice. You have to do your homework. Okay. MG. Okay. Travel adventurous. Hey Josh, based on your analysis of bond, do you think TYD would be a good investment? TYD. Okay. So 10-year Treasury bull. Oh boy. this is also gonna go down. It's going down, down, down. So if many people wants to buy a 10-year Treasury, I don't know. I don't want to go into the bond market. I would short this. I would not go long. No, I would not go in this year to be a bull, guys. Okay, people will tell you, oh wow, look, it's so cheap. Let's go and invest. No, bond market is the most vulnerable, guys, right now, because of yield is way low right now. If you ask me, though yield is rising up, people think, oh, it's highly this. No, this is wrong. That's why this is about to break the floor, and yeah, this can go to 30, 25. This will go to this 25. Based on the chart, I'm telling you, I feel like this. I would not go long, though many people will say, many analysts say, wow, look at this, I never seen like this in history in 10 years like this, they will say. But for me, I would short this. Okay, thanks. Anybody has a question on okay, on Twitter? If you have any question, guys, let me know.
What about the Discord?
Discord, go ahead. If you have any question, go ahead. But so if you want,
Yes.
if you want to see a live,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. The actual YouTube is a couple seconds behind on the video.
Right.
But I was still looking at Twitter long, even though Tesla's going down.
Twitter going long. Okay. I see what you mean. 90 cents. I mean, based on the EPS is, but they are forecasting 15 cents. 15 cents. So Twitter, I would not be long on Twitter based on right now here scenario is, because if anything news comes out and say Elon Musk has to pay to Twitter, then Twitter can fly. So this is the support area. We need to wait for the support, which could be market can test. I see $37. It can happen. 37. If this support breaks, then we're gonna go down. So be careful. The things are, tops are falling. When you see these tops are falling on Twitter. So I cannot be a longer now. We just broke the 100-day moving average also. So we got the resistance at $40. If the $40 breaks upward, then yes. But we have a $41 is a major resistance on Twitter. I think you asked me these questions and I said these too. This is the resistance area at $42 right here. We never even tried this one time. That's it. As long as we, if we break this, it can be bullish. If we break, if upward we break, bullish. Downward we break, is bearish, which is 42, and then downward is 37.
What about Apple?
Apple. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple is, look at Apple. I announced is a bear flag, though we were bullish, and I say, hey, Apple, watch out. We have bear flag going on, and that's what is Apple bear flag. We broke down. Apple looking super bearish, guys, right now. Apple can go and test 133.90, 132. Apple is going to test 132. I feel like that, and then maybe my price target by 2023 125 124 Apple can test, but it's a longer run. You got to give us some time. I feel like it depends on their earnings, it depends on how they are feeling, but Apple has pressure. I know events are going on and everything will look bullish, but again, remember, guys, I look at many other varieties where Apple is, lot of people portfolio is in Apple, right? So they want to take the Apple little down. So Apple goes down, people will not go and do shopping. They don't spend money buying anything. So they are slowly will take Apple. Apple is the one which holds everybody 401k. So they don't take it like crazy. But yeah, pre-pandemic we were way down. Apple was right here, pre-pandemic around. So still has a room to go down. Has a lot of room to go down. So a lot of people who bought it in the pandemic time around $53 with the split, they are still have how much profit they are into right now on if they bought it at this price at 53, then they are still in a profit of 156% profit they have. If somebody bought it at this, still in the profit, still at this price he is 150% profit. So there is a lot of somebody has a lot of profit still. You follow, that's how we look. And if you pre-pandemic level, if you look pre-pandemic level still 69% profit pre-pandemic. Yeah, I do not. Somebody say, when can I short oil? No, I would not short oil right now. If anybody want to do, absolutely, but I do not like to short oil because the demand and supply we need to go through. So so we need to wait for it. I need a clear indicator, indications, demand going down slowly and stuff like that, guys. It's a huge demand right now, oil. So okay.
Hey Josh.
What's up, Anil? How are you?
Hey, good man. How are you?
All right. What's up?
I bought some Apple calls on Friday, man. Looks like I need to exit or hold for some more time. I bought it for July 15th.
You bought a call on Apple?
Yeah.
Oh no. This is dangerous right now. Apple is super dangerous right now. Apple is. This is whenever I see like this is panic button is being pressed. Means missile left the station and heading to heading to the destination. That's how it looks to me. So, I mean, again, it's your call, but I feel like it's a painful. Right now, the pain is ahead.
Oh, okay. So, even though you have 1 month time, do you think that's not even good?
Because what would happen is when it is the options, right? When option goes down more and more, you're gonna see 90% negative, 80% negative of your portfolio on that particular option.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if this floor, it takes the floor, which is 133. The moment one more red candle happens, 133, you're gonna see, portfolio is probably, on that particular options would be like, 70-80% down. Well, because of the, you bought it, I don't know what time, what price, but something like that. So I feel I don't want to say anything bad, but I would, right now the trend just started bearish, and this is the dangerous trend started. Bearish. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah, I have like 20% loss now on Apple.
Yeah, but tomorrow morning is the whole pre-market. You got to check, see what it is because of the new week, because you lost the 1 week, right? 1 week is gone, so you got to adjust that.
Okay, take whatever loss slowly and come back later.
That's how options are dangerous, Anil. It's not about that, hey, market is red, so let me go and buy this and let me go do this. You have to analyze varieties, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Okay, thank you, man.
Thanks. What's up? G Data, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? So I'm hearing a lot of talk about cross-currency basis swaps.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how that plays into the market?
Cross-currency basis swap. No, I did not look into it. And did you got anything? You DM me if you have any information. I'll look into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more research on it, and we can talk about it later.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll talk. Just send me DM and I'll look into it. Okay. Somebody's asking me on YouTube. Okay. Says James. Hi Josh. According to your technical analysis for the Bitcoin, the bottom could be $19,000. Thanks for your time and info. Bitcoin analysis. Okay. Bitcoin analysis. My price target. Okay. So guys, remember there is no one. My analysis. Bitcoin is right here, 19,700. Right here. And then we can go to 11,000, but this doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, guys. Whenever the market crash, equity market, people, right now the QT just started, then the earning will come, market can bounce, Bitcoin can bounce probably some point of time, then again, but eventually look what we did when we were here. Look, slowly like this, then consolidated 1 month here, which is around $30,000. So I announce that, hey, this is all happens. That's how the market works. Look, 1 month right here we spend about $30,000, right? Same thing here, $40,000 we spend about 3 weeks, 4 weeks here too, right? Same thing we can spend, market can spend, depends on what are the policies setting up, how the market looking. But now is not going to happen like this. Maybe I don't know, maybe equity market is the crypto market is it's like a fastest go down. The way it goes fastest up, right? Same way fastest goes down. That's how Bitcoin is, guys. Bitcoin is not like look at the 26,000 is gonna be $25,000 when in the morning when we wake up. I feel like that. Okay. Hi Josh, what are your thoughts on the Asian session right now? WTI is dropping. Yeah, those WTI. Western crude oil crash. Well, I mean, right now I see diversion coming in, but I want a more stronger confirmation. I don't want to short anything. You need a proper confirmation. Look what happened. You drop and pop, drop, pop, right? So I would not do anything until strong confirmation. So we'll see. I do not feel to be on the first. I want to be third, fourth. Let's see. This is a cycle. Bull bear cycle can happen. Any news if you have, let me know. But right now I don't feel like that. So let's see. I don't like to go. These are so many varieties available. Why would I go and do this? There's so many flight to catch. That flight takes me to my destination. My destination is to be green. So why would I take a risky bet? I would go and short a bond HYG right here. This is, look, waterfall. I like this. There is no buyer here. Hard to find a buyer. You go and use a magnified lens, you will not find a buyer. This is junk. HYG. Right? That's what so this is a safe flight to short rather than a risky flight to short oil. It's not about high, it's not about low, it's about what market is offering. Anyway, futures are dropping. Yeah, futures are dropping. Let's see what the futures are doing. So if I look at futures, man, SPY futures are dangerous, guys. Look at that, where we are right now. So we are already down, guys. Look at the SPY, 383 right now. 383. Wow. So if you look at the SPY 383. So where we are right now, right here. We're almost down here, 383. Man, our puts are printing. Our puts are printing right now, man. Boy, wow, look at that, right? 383. This is the area we are right now. And market gonna. So what did I say? I didn't even know, and I said that to guys. Look, this. I remember, guys. I announced on Friday also. I announced on Thursday, guys. This is something. This is called panic button pressed, and all the indicators are pointing down. And it's going to be dangerous. This is unusual. This is unusual thing. Okay, so be careful, guys. I mean, those who are alongside. Guys, look, market exactly doing what I've been saying to you. Okay, if those who follow here, those who join the community, they exactly know this market is doing exactly what I have been saying. If I'm wrong, let me know. But that's what market is doing, guys, and I'm loving it. Because I'm right here. Okay, and VIX is flying high too. I know, man. VIX is flying too. Look at that VIX. Nice future VIX. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow morning, man. Let the market. I don't want to go and judge right now anything. We can see what does the market do. But yeah, it looks beautiful, man. I'm loving it. We have all the position open yesterday. Remember those QQQs and all those things, man. Gonna print tomorrow. It's printing. Okay, anybody has any question on Twitter, guys, let me know.
Josh, can I ask you another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any opinions on the housing market? especially the Canadian housing market?
Oh, okay. Canadian, I would not, but I'll tell you, good for reminding. Actually, I did not even discuss the housing market, guys. So I discussed with you earlier that hey, QT starting, right? In that QT, $17.5 billion would be a mortgage-backed security will be you know will be in the sale. It comes in the market. It will be dumped into the market. 17.5 billion on autopilot. Okay, for 3 months, every one month, it will come 17.5. What does it mean? Means next 3 months will be 17.5. 17.5 will come. Who gonna buy? Nobody gonna buy, guys, because those are the junk mortgage security. We remember when we started, Fed says we're gonna go and buy every junk mortgage backed security, and they do it zero interest rate, and the bank was giving out at 2% all this mortgage backed security. So they are right now holding in their balance sheet. So nobody gonna buy, and they're gonna double it up in September. 35 billion mortgage backed security from September, because election coming in. So that would be dangerous right now, right? That's why any bank, remember guys, any bank right now, hopefully people can understand, okay, very very careful, listen to me. Any bank who wants to go and lend money right now, and if they see that hey, bond market is inflation is way higher, 8.5, and lending money to somebody at 6%, they are losing money. They're gonna lose money. So who gonna buy those mortgage-backed security at 6%, right? That's the real equation I'm telling you. That would be dangerous too. So what would be the more? So I expect the mortgage would be double digit. But people think, no, Josh, you crazy, double digit market gonna go in a banana. Well, yes, because inflation is going banana right now. There is no choice. That's what happened in 2008. I mean 2000 recession 8 subprime. What happened, guys? The, all the bank, their balance sheet becomes super duper fat, and eventually that subprime rate fiasco happened, and they have no choice but to go bankrupt, and that's what is happening with the Fed right now. Now Fed balance sheet is fat, is $9 trillion. So they're gonna dump in the market, and you watch, see those. And this right now QT starts. So who gonna buy in the market? Mortgage market will be a bigger disaster, and that's why I tell you the new April data came out. 18% real estate market is coming down into luxury, and then 45%. This is the April data, okay, guys? April data, I'm telling you. In Long Island, luxury house price going 45% down. How much? Decline the price. They declined 45% luxury, because those are big ticket item. Nobody's buying big ticket item. And then California, Oakland area also came out the data. So that's the indicator. But we're gonna keep eyes on it. I feel like there's a firework coming in a Christmas time. Firework coming in a Christmas time, but slowly you will keep seeing the fireworks. Somebody just sent me a Daniel sent $25. All small tip for your great work you do for us from. Okay, Daniel, thank you, man. I appreciate your $25 tips and $25 donation, guys. He's just sent $25 donation. I appreciate sending and thinking for me, for my time, whatever the time I give it to you guys, where you can see my screens and share with you guys and give you the knowledge. And really appreciate those who are thinking for me. I appreciate supporting. Okay. Hey, what's up, Carlos? Carlos, you need to unmute your mic.
No, I was just going to say, take a look at Bitcoin right now. It's at 25. It's dumping hard right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
dude, man, how loud and clear, I don't know you were in the community or not, but how loud and clear, man, I said this. Man, this is dangerous, guys. And this is somebody asking about relief rally, man. This relief rally, this is not a relief rally, this is a panic rally. Panic, not rally, panic pain. That's what I announced. Remember Friday I announced, guys, this panic button. It's very bad, guys. So
Hey, Josh.
yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, speaking of that, I swear to God, when it dropped to 30 and then went up to 47, my friend bought it at 30, and I told him, because I've been listening to you, and I told him, I was like, listen, take the profit and go. No, it's gonna go. No, come on, I believe in Bitcoin. Don't you watch the TV? Don't you see what El Salvador is doing? Oh, no, okay. I would love to see his face right there.
Yeah, man.
I can't even talk to him right now. I'm not gonna call him. I'll probably give him a couple of days.
No, even today I was trying to explain to the couple of spaces too, but some people are hardcore believer, and I can't. Some people learn faster. Some people don't learn faster because, the market is all about what market conditions are. It's not about Bitcoin. When Bitcoin jump in 60,000, 65,000, they don't even know what exactly happening, or they're gonna go. People will come in social media. Oh, it's gonna go to $5,000. It's gonna go to say $100,000, $500,000, and that's how you hold. And they want you to hold that thing so they can get rid of it. That's what they do. You got to be very smart because they know the conditions of market. You don't know, and you just think, oh, it's gonna go to 500,000, so let me hold it. And that's how these people are, man. Kathy Woods and all, when they say, oh, Tesla gonna go to 4,600, Tesla was $379, before split, pre-pandemic, and then it become meme stock, and the Tesla gonna go to $5,000. Kathy Wood become super queen, and then Tesla went to $5,000, and then the stock was split into five, right? And then they said she came again and said, hey, Tesla gonna go to 46. That means Tesla gonna go to $9,600 in 2 years when their factory is locked down. So this is how people pump, man. You gotta understand these all games are, and the highest insider selling in Tesla. If you look at it, the CEO sold share is Elon Musk, Kathy Wood, everybody will keep selling, and we are all, people are just, just cult follower, and they don't want to apply, and they will be holding bags, crazy bags. Tesla is 3 times expensive than the Apple, guys. Just do the 3 times worth. So whenever that happens, people will realize it that, hey, I was telling right. From $1,200, I was been shouting at, my throat was going crazy. But people think I'm a bearish. I'm not a bearish. I'm not a bullish. I always analyze. I speak my truth. That's what I say. I always speak truth, whatever I see. Anyway, I feel for you, man. I have no interest. I have no position in Tesla. Don't have position in Apple. I speak truth, whatever I feel. Okay. And I'm not associated with anybody, okay? Any bears or bulls or anything, guys. I just speak for you. Otherwise, I have no interest, guys. I don't make any money from you. You guys only give a donation, which is barely I can even pay my some bills. So there is nothing. I have no interest. I give my honest opinion. Okay, YG, what's up? YG.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. Quick question. I know you talk about VIX a lot and how it's related to like the volatility in the market. Can you talk about how that's important to everything?
Oh, VIX. How is it important? VIX? No. So let me show you here. So what I do is, this is my volatility index. I always keep it in mind. So I use it as a technical point of view. Okay. So, oh man, let me go to the monthly chart. So, no, not monthly. Let me go daily actually. Let me get rid of this line here. I draw this. Okay. So for me, the volatility, it in a short-term period of volatility creates in this S&P 500. VIX always goes higher. So right now we have the biggest fear in the market that, hey, I announced last week, I was announcing that, hey, the fear is coming in. Now the higher the fear goes into, and I feel we can go and test. We can break $50 also. If there is any domino effect when the can of worm opens up and people start feeling banks are getting people are getting bankrupt and stuff like that happens, guys, that's dangerous. Right now, did anything break down in this right now in our market? Did you hear anybody hear that hey something break down? We were those in 2008 we used to hear, right? This company go bankrupt, this big company go bankrupt, right? Something like that. Nothing is broken down. No industry has broken. Any industry broke down yet?
No, Josh, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, Revlon, the cosmetic,
Yeah.
is say they might file for.
Yeah. So like little, when the rain happens, you might fear, you might get a little one drop, but that's not called the flood is coming, right? We need to wait for the flood. That's what I said. We got a couple of quarters. I don't know. Let's see. Is right now is going to. That's why the earning going to be impacted. That could bring the disaster. So right now people are. Market is waiting for earnings. July earning comes, you're gonna see their earnings will be dangerous. That will rock the market. July. That will take the S&P 500 to 350 in earnings. So probably in August time, I would say. I feel like that. Maybe not. Maybe yeah. I don't know. But I feel like that. Maybe early also. I don't know predict anything, but I feel like that. And that time VIX can fly, man. So. And I feel it's going to happen. That's what is going to happen, right? That's why I like to analyze everything in depth, and that's why VIX is gonna fly higher. When something breaks, VIX will fly, and when VIX fly, man, you print like anything, man. You can print. That's why I buy VIX. I play VIX. I UVIX also I play double time.
So VIX is something you can buy as well?
Absolutely, man. That's what I trade. I always announce that too. I've been holding VIX. UVIX. That's the symbol. You can do double it up or you can do VIX. Either one of them. If you want to do leverage, you can double the leverage is U. Ultra leverage.
So when there's more volatility, VIX will go higher. Is what happens.
Yeah, you got to be very careful when you play with that. You got to be very smart to play.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. You can hold things. You got to be very very smart.
All right. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Okay. Next, if anybody has a question. Okay, I'm reading on a YouTube. People are writing here. Somebody writing, hey Josh, do you have any war-centered perspective on the market longer term? Lots of pricing is in the consequences of the war. US choose to pump in the money, military debt, and Ukraine and wants to return obviously. Oh, okay. The war, guys, remember the inflation was before even war started, right? Oil was going on November, so everything was before war started. But war was like a gasoline on a fire, right? So we already had the inflation going up and up, and the biggest problem what we did is Jerome Powell came out. You know what he said is that the inflation is transitory, right? And that's what the mistake he did. Because inflation cannot be transitory, guys. You have to bring the demand down. You can't have a market keep buying all these junk bond. They were keep buying QE. They were buying till March 2022, guys. In April also they were buying. So when you keep buying, what happens, guys? That's not good because they wanted to control the yield. They wanted to control the yield. That's why they were buying. Now the game changing. You watch now. So they've been buying since long time, guys. Okay. Now the reality will come into the surface. They wanted to hide that because the bond market is a dangerous market, guys. That's the bigger than a big elephant in the room. That is going to change the color now. You watch my words. That can eat out the equity market. Yeah. So okay. Then Jeremy, I have puts with SPY 613 SQQ calls, man. Jeremy, you minting money, great. I'm glad that you minting, and I'm happy for you guys. Those who are oh, should I exit? Guys, I cannot give you financial advice, should I exit or not, but I always believe in taking money on a capitals out and stuff like that. Up to you, so you never know, right? We will talk tomorrow when we are live. Whatever the things I see, that time we'll see. Look at the Bitcoin. What happened again? Bitcoin, man. See Bitcoin, man. Right now the way things are happening, guys, is not looking good. Okay, so people are VIX. Yeah, Bitcoin is like a free fall, guys. I see that Bitcoin is falling. Okay. Okay. Look at big. Okay, timber. Jansen, thank you for answering the question, Josh. One last question: is this the chance of Bitcoin going to 11,000 greater than bouncing from 19,000 in your opinion? So I guys look at one thing. Remember, guys. Okay, when it comes to Bitcoin, at that time I need to see where the economical conditions are. When we reach 19,000, I need to analyze that time, right? So I always create a little resistance and support, but every time we linear line get broken, the trend line get tested. And that's what I can feel like that, because 19,000 is not a, I mean there is a support here, but we'll see at that time. So this is not going to happen in 1 month like that, you know. These are all these major support, guys. So these 19,000 can be, I don't know, that time economic condition we'll analyze it at that time. I do not want to rush anything on Bitcoin, guys. Okay, Bitcoin is the last one to go up, even though, remember, there's a lot of bulls in the market. Okay, let them be the bull if you want to understand the economy, because I got slaughtered in Bitcoin several times, and then I learned my lesson, and then now I trade. Okay, then now I trade my Bitcoin in my style and I make money. That's how I trade. I learned that I'm not gonna create Bitcoin as a celebrity. Okay, because I don't want to be dummies in this world, and the world can eat me alive, and it's like a it's like a chew you alive and spit you out. I don't want to be one of them. You can fool me others, but not me, man. No more. I learned that I don't want to be one of that. Those are a lot of meme stock, diamond hands and memes and all. I don't want to be part of that. I like to buy at the bottom, sell at the somewhere, and then take my money and out, and then again buy. I keep my all the functions of Bitcoin in mind. I like it, what it is good and bad, but I do not want to create my celebrity. I don't want to create celebrity and get locked in and lose money, and I cannot feed my family. That's the worst decision I would do if I do that. That's what I did, and that's what I teach. You know, I got to be very careful. What rangesing platform do I use? Platform, but trading platform you can. I use E-Trade. Okay. Anybody on Twitter, guys? Let me know. If not, guys, I need to wrap it up, because today I was like live and talking to different spaces, guys. So I'm almost 8 hours, 10 hours live. I was there today, several places, 3-4 hours. So my throat is gone, and we have a new week starting. You can imagine, man, my throat is already gone, and today is Sunday, new week starts. Okay. Which blood? Please talk more about SPY. SPY already said, you can rewind the tape. This video is live. Jeremy, SPY already discussed. So SPY I said here, we already broke the support of these, which is 387, and we are heading into 380. Right? If this support breaks, game over. Then we're gonna go to lower down. That's why I said I want to wait for tomorrow. Let's see what market does tomorrow morning, opens up, and we go from there. But market is not looking good right now, right? All right. And direction is south, guys. This is called panic. So be careful. Whatever you profit is important. Always in the capital market. Always we will see, and we will analyze at that time. But this is super duper right now. Market is in a bad condition right now, guys. Market is gonna. I feel like market gonna take this floor. Feel like that. We'll see. Okay, Mr. Lunda, what's up? Yeah, Lunda, you need to unmute your mic. Luda, sorry, Luda Liu, what's up? Okay, until you come. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yeah, Jeremy, see you, my man, tomorrow. Definitely see you tomorrow. Okay. All right, Duda, you got any question? Already, I think he's not there. Alrighty, so we call it a day, guys. Then I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30. We open up. We are always live on Twitter, YouTube, and Discords. So until then, see you. Good night. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Josh. Later.
See you, my man. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Bye.